The CNH program here at Parkland College allows the dealer to actually build their own technician from the ground up. They do the recruiting, they procure the sponsorship, and once they come back, they're tailor-made to whatever role the dealer principal wishes them to be in, be it precision farming, even a parts associate, maybe even move into sales position.
Kid I went to high school with, he was a year older than me. He heard about the regular diesel program here at Parkland, and he told my dealership about it, and they found out about the CNH side of it.
I decided to schedule a tour and come look at the place. Then I filled out an application and sent it in, and then I had to have my dealership sign it and then approve the sponsorship so I could come here.
One of my friends in high school was a year ahead of me, and he decided to get into it, and then I talked with my guidance counselors and talked to some counselors down here at Parkland and just kind of worked my way into it.
And we did a tour and whatnot, and I met all the guys and everything, and then that's how I knew, I went through the shop, and that's how I knew I wanted to come here.
They offered me the program, they told me about it and stuff, told me about Parkland because I've never heard about it before, and it sounded like a good program. It sounded like I learned a lot.
Once you're a student, the first year you're here all semester, and you go through like ACE and electronics and fuels and basic engine overhaul. And then that summer you do an internship at the dealership, and that way you get real world experience so you can kind of put it to work.
Learn a lot about engines, machinery, a lot of electronics, a lot of hydraulics.
Before I came here, I did not know much about engines and whatnot, so when we toured through our engine class and whatnot, that really helped me learn about how to do things and how to measure stuff.
Then you come back and you have another semester and a half where you do like advanced stuff. You do advanced hydraulics, advanced electrical and all that stuff, and really get into the hard stuff. And then after the second semester, half of it, you go 8 weeks, and then you go 8 weeks back at the dealership to finish your next internship.
There's only 15 of us in my class, and we all got to be really close friends, being together all the time. And same thing with the teachers. I mean, you're around them all the time. You get to know them really well.
The instructors come from an industry, so they come from the real world, so they've been in the industry for a long time.
They just make sure that you understand things. Some people don't always get it, on the first try, and they're really good about making sure that everybody's on the same page. And if you need extra help, extra work, they're more than willing to do it for you. All you got to do is ask.
Even when I did electrical, it was hard. I didn't understand it, but one of our instructors, Mark, he really taught us, go through it and whatnot, and taught us how to diagnose electrical stuff and whatnot, and he was really good about it.
There's 15 of us in a class. Some classes are even divided in half, like our hydraulics class, so you get even more of a teacher to student ratio, one teacher with 7 students or 8 students, and so that helps a little bit too. But for the most part, I mean, it's almost one-on-one, because you can go up and ask them at any time for any kind of help you need, and they'll be right there for you.
Some of the advantages as far as the student being sponsored by the dealer, one is it builds the partnership between the dealer as well as the student. I think it also gives the student some accountability to someone that is sponsoring him, as well as obviously providing a career for that student.
My position, I have to work for 2 years after I graduate. My dealership gave me a basic set of tools and a toolbox just to start out.
A lot of it is, I think the student feels like that the dealer has invested in them. Okay, so at that point the student has a self-worth that, hey, someone's put some time and investment into me, I have to perform in order to provide the career.
Parkland provides the space the instructors for the program, and then CNH's responsibility piece is really the training aids that we have received, and then also new equipment, current production, for the students to train on. We have a lot of outside community people in through the year, and they're just marveled at the volume of input that Case New Holland provides for the students. So I think it shows a real commitment on Parkland's part. I mean, our facility, when we added on for the CNH program, was basically 17,000 square feet. And then, you know, the volume of training aids we've received, I think it speaks volumes for what Case New Holland's putting into.
It's a good program to go through. They got the newest and best equipment you can learn on. And then you also get real world experience doing internships back at the dealership. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know before I came here, and it really gives you a good look on like if you want to do the job or not.
In my opinion, I think it's a very good program. I think I've learned a lot, and I think it's really going to help me when I get back to the dealers.